What's up, guys? It's Steve over at Disney. I am here today with my mom, and we are going to be talking to you today about our trip down to Walt Disney World this past week. So, a lot to cover. We spent 3 full days there, one of which being St. Patrick's Day, and we will definitely talk about that. We hit 3 of the parks, didn't make it to Hollywood Studios, but we will talk about the 3, we'll talk about the food. I'm really excited to get into this video.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, buckle up because it's time to start talking Disney. Let's go. All right. So we're going to talk about our 3 full days in Disney. Let's actually start the night we got there.
Yeah.
We went to Disney Springs.
Yes. So let me open my book, my new little Sleeping Beauty book that I have filled with notes. I'm going to fill this with notes to share with you guys.
I like that.
Yeah. So have we talked about the weather? No, right?
No.
So the weather was beautiful while we were there.
Yes.
Beautiful, 90 degrees. We left the cold New England weather.
Really cold. What was it, 12?
It was cold
that
day. It was
freezing
freezing the day we left. And it was windy. And I think we're going to do a video on, getting to the airport and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll show some of that stuff.
But when we got to Disney, it was beautiful. It was in the 80s. It was great weather. It was 90 degrees. There was a heat wave while we were there, but there was no humidity.
Right.
And there was a nice breeze. It was just great vacationing weather.
It was. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
So we got there the first night. We went to Disney Springs, and without a reservation.
Well, it was late too.
It was late.
It was late.
But we didn't have a reservation. We were starving because travel days, you never get to eat at the right time.
Right. So it was about 9:30 at night, I think.
Yeah, it was something like that, right?
Yeah, we went to the boathouse. We got into the boathouse. We were lucky enough to get into the boathouse for dinner that first night.
Yeah, which is a much bigger restaurant than I ever thought it was. It's huge. It was like we walked through 4 different rooms before we got to the room that we had to get to. It was crazy. It's such a massive place,
And if you haven't been there, delicious food.
So good.
So good. Delicious stuff. Right from the beginning. Like the rolls, delicious.
Yep.
The appetizer.
Yeah, it was all
and
good.
we had, what did we have? Like a turkey club.
Right.
It was the best turkey club
ever.
ever.
It was like real roasted turkey, like sliced really thin.
It was just delicious.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was a solid meal.
We have pictures. We'll drop them into the video right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a really good night to kick off our time there.
Yeah, but by 10 o'clock, they're like rolling up. A lot of their places are rolling up their sidewalks.
Yeah, they're just about done. They say they close later, but they're kind of like
some of the places close at 1 or 2 in the morning, but
yeah, they're like
the majority. It's 10 o'clock. Roll up the sidewalks.
Right.
Bye bye.
So the boathouse was great. We did that, and then we got to our hotel, and we stayed at Old Key West.
Yep. Beautiful resort.
So nice.
So nice. So nice.
Really nice. Here comes the but. But
I wanted to, I wanted to call this "Shame on You, Disney." That's what I want to call this video because I have everything we do. I'm going to go "Shame on You, Disney" because our room, we were in a 1-bedroom that had a pull-out couch and a pull-out sleep chair. So you could fit more adults in the room.
Right.
And it's a vacation club resort, and that's, people bring their kids, but, bring friends, bring adult children. And there's one big bathroom, and it was a renovated room, and they put the 1 bathroom door in the master bedroom.
Yeah, so for staying out in the living room on the pullout, I had to walk into the master bedroom to get into the bathroom, which was really strange.
Yeah.
So that was really...
Shame on you, Disney.
Yeah,
no better than that.
That was really a shocking oversight from Disney.
I don't remember that being like that. I think when they remodeled, they wanted to add another sink so people could get ready in 2 different areas.
Yeah, and I think they just forgot a door. It seems like they forgot a door,
Yeah.
honestly, is what it feels like.
Yeah. And the other thing they don't tell you, and heads up people, the front of Old Key West, there are no elevators. We were on the 3rd floor. I'm an old lady, for God's sakes, hiking up those 3 floors with luggage. I didn't carry it, obviously. My son and husband did.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how it was for us.
Still.
Carrying all of her luggage.
It was rough for him and his father carrying the luggage.
But that's a surprise too, that there are no elevators. Like,
yeah, they should give you that option.
Even, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll walk up and down stairs, but for...
I mean, we did it.
Yeah, but for, like, what if you're 85 years old?
Yeah.
Like, you're on the 3rd floor?
You know what? Our neighbor was much older, and I felt bad. I felt bad seeing him walking up those steps, because,
Yeah, so that can be... But that was really... The rest of Old Key West is awesome.
Old Key West is beautiful. Yes. Right now, just so you know, at hotels, like, we had to wait when we went to the pool. If you go to, like, we leave the parks, go to the pool, because it was full. So you have to put your name on a list, and then they let you know when...
Yes, when it's ready.
When it's ready, because there's...
And it's like a sign...
Social distancing.
And it's assigned seating, too, right?
It's not it's really not assigned. They bring you to your seats, which is nice, because a lot of times you're at hotels, you're like, can't find a seat, whatever. But they find seats for you, and that's your area.
Right.
Okay.
The towels.
Everyone
knows the towels, right? Like a family of 2, like a group of 2 has 6 chairs.
Yeah. No more. That's done, people.
For now. Okay.
And the last thing that I'm going to go, and this isn't, and you know what, the pool thing and this next thing on an Old Key West issue, this is just what's going on in Disney right now, is the buses. They have 1 bus, I think, running
to each park. Right.
And they're not jamming those filled with people. It's limited capacity. They have social distancing on the buses. So we were the last bus stop. What did you have to wait? 3?
Yeah, 3 buses came by. So, I mean, I waited like a solid 35 minutes, I think, to get to the park one day, like just to get on the bus.
It was more than that, because you didn't show up till after 9, and we were already.
Yeah, it could have been more than that too. Yeah, I don't know. It was a while though.
It was a while.
You kind of had to start strategizing, like where you were going to go to the bus stop, like kind of just walking to a different bus stop. And then I mean, other than that, and it's I know they cut down on staff and stuff, and we know that that's there's going to be things that are cut here and there that don't quite make it. Because there's just not as many people. So there's people at the parks, not as many people working in the parks.
Yeah.
So that's really the negative.
Old Key West is beautiful.
Yeah, it was so like
the rooms are beautiful.
They still look great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we were on the golf course. That was nice, overlooking the golf course. It was really an unbelievable like hotel. It's so pretty. It's so nice. Like I loved it. So that was kind of the first night, like kind of the shock wave into the early morning.
Yeah.
So we go to Animal Kingdom the first day.
Yes.
And you got there before I did.
I got there before you did, because staying at a Disney resort, you can get in a half an hour before park opening.
Right.
But we found that it was at least 45 minutes before. So FYI, get there at least an hour before, because they're going to let you in.
Yeah, you're in.
You're in. And we waited in line. We got in line at 8:12 in the morning for the safari. And we were in line in front of the Lion King show. I could not believe it.
I know. It was
God,
crazy.
all these people are here.
Right.
But the line moved fast. By 8:45, we were on the ride.
Yeah.
It's just all social distancing. But that first shock of,
yeah, where am I standing?
Where do you want me to stand?
Right. And there's people, like every ride has those people holding the sign, like end of line 4.
Well,
and you're so far away.
We were in line at the Lion King show. And at the other side of the Lion King show was the line for Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
So the 2 lines were almost meeting. I mean, there were a lot of people in line.
It is, but the line did move quick. Like
it did.
And you know what? One positive that came out of this, like, kind of change for Disney, and I hope they stick with this. They got rid of fast passes for the most part.
I'm so glad they got rid of fast passes.
Like, there's almost no people in fast pass, right? So
it's just a I think it's just for people with disability, and Good.
Right. It made the lines go so much faster.
Yes,
There was no
it's
more
an even
150-minute
playing
waits.
field. Right.
Like, you got there when you got there, and you got on the ride at the time you should.
Yes.
So I hope they kind of stick with that. I hope they really don't go back to the fast pass system.
I think they're going to use this. This is my opinion. I think they're going to use this as a way to start charging for fast passes.
So like a day of fast passes kind of deal. Like you can buy like
Yeah.
$200 extra a day,
Yeah.
and you just jump on
That's what I think
everything
they're
right
going
away.
to end up doing.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I would
Well,
prefer
then,
to stay.
then you might as well just open up the. I mean, why?
I think less people would use it that way though. Like if it had to go to one or the other, I think less people would want to slap $200 extra on their ticket a day.
Less people would with children.
Right.
Single people or just adults
Fast pass.
would, and I mean then the playing field isn't even again.
Right. Honestly, if they don't ever bring back fast pass, then I'm happy. So. A huge positive at Animal Kingdom, and this is a recent love for me, but something that you've loved for a while, was we went to Yak and Yeti's.
Yes. So let me say, we did not have reservations for Yak and Yeti's, and I suggest making reservations for any place you really want to go to. We are Landry Card members, so we were able to get in, but we had to get in right when it opened. That's the only way they let us in because they were fully booked. There were no reservations.
Yeah, and they really did. They got full quick. Like
they filled right up.
Yeah, it filled right up. So really, like reservations are the way to go.
Yes.
We were kind of locked into a table. I think someone must have canceled or something.
Because we had that card. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That card is free. FYI. No, I'm sorry, $25, but you do get $25 in credit.
Oh, all right. So the math works out. I would definitely get the Landry card then. Let's talk about the food there real quick though. Like that was so good.
So good.
And we kind of did it in a
feed the table.
Like just sharing food.
Hors for the table.
Yeah, and it was really good. We're gonna put some pictures in right about now as to what our food looked like, and I was so impressed. Everything tasted good.
Everything tasted good.
And like we've said it on the show a couple times now, I am a picky eater. I don't like a lot of stuff, and I liked everything that we had. Everything, including egg rolls, which I never eat.
The food there is delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So, I do want to say this about Animal Kingdom because as the day went on, you wound up going back to the pool.
Yep.
I stayed and I went to the conservation station, Rafiki's Planet Watch, and all that stuff. And I found out an interesting bit of information. If you want to go and see the vets at work, the best time to go there is between 9:30 and 11 o'clock in the morning because that's when they schedule all the animals to go and get their procedures done because they can't eat the day before. So they're going to do everything in the morning.
Oh.
So if you want a chance to see like the vets in action with some pretty cool animals that they can get in there, I found out pretty much everything besides elephants, rhinos, and giraffe go to this place.
Really?
At any time. They can do 500-pound animals there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So 9:30 and 11 o'clock is when you want to go if you're someone like me who would like to see stuff like that, likes to see medical procedures, or likes to see animals and stuff like that. That's the time to do it.
Yep.
And that's when you would want to be there.
Now, did you go... Because he came later, we weren't on the same schedule. I went on the safari. Did you go on the safari?
I did. So I went on after you did. Really an active safari, like a really good safari.
Mine was very active too.
Yeah, it was a really cool safari. The wildebeest were it was the best savannah safari I've ever had, where the wildebeest were literally sprinting around, like the ones that trampled Mufasa. Like they were running in packs. All over the place. It was crazy. The giraffe were out, the zebra were out, all the things were moving.
We had the lions roaring at the rhinoceros. I mean,
yes, it was a very active day.
Very active morning. And I think, go to our Facebook page. I think we have video live on there to see those.
I did. I took video of the wildebeest
the
running.
Stampede, and I took video of the lions with the rhinoceros. It was even the guide was like, wow, we never get to see this.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw them, the cavalcades on the water.
I did. I saw one. I didn't see too many of them. I was kind of bouncing between rides a lot. And I saw one with Goofy, which was kind of cool. Like Goofy was like.
We saw a few of them, and I have to say, we were across from the bird show. I forget the bird show name. Sorry. And there's a little sitting area there where you can go eat, take off your mask, relax, and they go right under the bridge there.
Yeah.
And they interact with you from the water. Your father had on a hat, and Mickey was like pointing to his hat, and then pointing to your father with like the little thumbs up. Well, as much as Mickey can do,
right?
You know, and it was great. All of the characters. I think I saw 3 or 4 cavalcades go by, and they all interacted with us. It was, I mean, more so. I enjoy them more than getting in line and seeing a character one-on-one.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I'm like, I think it's cooler seeing them like kind of like do this like staging thing where they're out doing something like in real life, like you just kind of interact with them as if they live there.
Yes.
All the time.
It's great.
I think that's a really much more magical way to do it.
And one thing about going to the parks, Animal Kingdom made me think of this. There are not trams running from the parking lot to the front of the parks.
Right.
So if you drive to the parks, you're walking to the parks. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, which like...
that's another one of those shame on you, Disney.
It may not sound like right off the bat like that's a big deal, but sometimes you can wind up a mile away.
Yeah, Jafar 99, forget it. You're walking.
Yeah, I mean, they're
and
far.
You're huffing. They did it... at all of them, even you have to walk from the parking lot to the transportation and ticket center. Like, the Magic Kingdom parking lot is huge.
Right. And remember, this is Florida in a parking lot in the sun. It's a lot hotter in the parking lot.
You're baking. But
so
keep that in mind.
So that's just a heads up, warning. So that was kind of the Animal Kingdom day,
but
right?
I love the Animal Kingdom.
I love
it
the
was
Animal
great.
Kingdom.
It was a great time. I mean,
yeah, it was awesome, and I got
awesome.
on everything I wanted to get on.
Yeah.
I chickened out of filming Everest Alive.
Oh, Steven. I went to the Nomad Lounge though.
I see there was a wait for the Nomad Lounge, like 45 minutes to get in, even for to-go drinks. So it gets busy. I went to I think it's called like Pongu.
Yes.
And I got one of the frozen margarita there. They can do it with like those boba ball things. I just got it without it, but you can get them if you want, if you like boba. And they're delicious. It was like $12 and it's a delicious drink.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Tons of fun. It was awesome.
Yep.
So that was Animal Kingdom. Let's talk about St. Patrick's Day. We were in Epcot. Really exciting day. Really active day for us. We were really taking in the Epcot thing. We had a lot of food to eat.
A lot of food to eat, a lot of drinks to be had.
Yes, and we sure had them. So we actually did some live reviews of our food. They're on our Facebook page. But we also did a video.
So just to remind you, right before we left, we each picked 3 things that we were going to try.
Right.
In Epcot. I picked the oysters from Magnolia Terrace. I picked the passion fruit margarita from the Jardin de Fiesta, and we both picked the honey mascarpone cheesecake from the Honey Bistro.
Right.
Honey Bistro. So I love my oysters. They were great. I put too much hot sauce on them, but they were a little spicy, but delish.
Right.
They're delish. I would eat oysters again.
So that was new. That was great.
That was new. That was my one thing that I've never tried before. The margarita was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I had that one, and then right after I had the avocado margarita, and I really like the avocado margarita. It was a little, the passion fruit one was citrusy, but good. I mean, it was a good margarita.
Yeah.
And then the cheesecake.
So I said I was going to try the boneless Impossible, which is vegetarian, short ribs, the cheesecake, and then there was a drink that I was going to try and I didn't get to it. I had a couple.
That means I won.
Yeah, so I actually... So drinking around the world caught me before I I kind of got alcoholed out by the time I got back to the End of World Showcase. I'm not the greatest drinker in the world, but I tried. But ribs, I was shocked, really shocked at how good it was. It kind of had the consistency of meatloaf, and did not taste vegetarian, to me at least. Like, there was a really good sauce on it. We all kind of tried it. We all kind of agreed. We're like, this is pretty solid.
It was.
Like,
I thought it had a little aftertaste, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the loaf or the sauce or what it was.
I don't know. The vegetables and the rice were delicious, though. Delicious.
So, would I order it against, a steak? Probably not.
No. Would I order it, though, against real short ribs? I think I might.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Probably.
Yeah.
I could definitely get behind it. If All Impossible things taste like that, I can get behind that.
Yeah. So let me ask you. So the bet was, the suggestion was that you were gonna, if you liked it, you were gonna be a vegetarian.
So I did not like it enough to fully commit to vegetarianism. However, I have decided, and I have been working on incorporating more vegetables and less meat-based food into my diet. Mm-hmm. I'll try more vegetables now that I've done this. So.
More than corn?
More than corn. And so Epcot was busy.
Epcot was busy.
But not like...
Not terrible. Not terrible. We saw some live music, which was great. That was nice.
Right. The Voices of Liberty. Yeah, they don't stand in the building for the American Adventure anymore. They go across the street to the stage.
The American Gardens Theater.
And they sang all different kinds of songs. I couldn't really put my finger on what, like, kind of just like Americana songs, like just like they did before. But it was a little more production to it. There were lights and there was stuff like that. It was cool. I liked it.
I liked it too. It was nice seeing live music.
It was very cool.
Right? Any kind of...
Yeah, you can grab a drink, you can sit down, watch them.
Absolutely. Topiaries.
Unbelievable.
And
check out our Facebook and Instagram page because we did do a little bit of cast member appreciation for a couple of cast members that we ran into.
Cast members were fabulous.
Yeah, they were and they were, the ones that we posted about were particularly awesome. They really went above and beyond in their jobs, and I was really kind of excited.
And I have to say, the people in Epcot, like, we met a lot of friendly people.
Yes.
Maybe we can throw their pictures in.
Yes. Yeah, we'll throw a couple of our new friends in there. It was a great time.
Well, it was St. Patrick's Day. Everyone was happy and...
Yeah, everyone was in green and very...
It was great.
Everyone was Irish for the day. So it was really a cool time.
Yeah.
I do want to point out, though, again, to the layoffs, right? We noticed something that we've never really seen before in Disney, and you have that horrifying picture of, is it Ben Franklin or Mark Twain from the American Adventure?
It was Theodore Roosevelt, I think. It was Teddy Roosevelt. But it wasn't just him. There was...
So many.
Like,
of the animatronics, their hands are failing. Like, their hands...
Their fingers are broken, like disfigured.
Yeah. And I don't know if you caught it, but, like, the screen cut out for a minute, too. Like, half the screen cut out.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And I have to say, this is how much it bothered me. Now, I shouldn't even say this. The American Adventure is usually my nap time because it's air conditioning. The air conditioning, though, did you notice? Every place the air conditioning wasn't, it was 90 degrees out. It wasn't that cold in any place. Like, they're saving money at places they can save money. Shame on you, Disney. But, yeah, the fingers caught me so off guard that I just kept watching. I didn't nap.
So I love the American Adventure. I want to, you know what? I want to put this on video and I want people to hear this. I love the American Adventure and I love everything about it. Except, at the very end of the show, Mark Twain and Ben Franklin are talking. And there's a grammatical error at the end of the American Adventure that really bugs me. When he says, I may have invented these bifocals I'm wearing, but I can assure you they're not rose-colored. That makes no sense.
Only to you English major.
No, it really should have caught everybody off guard. Like, someone should have caught that.
Someone should catch the fingers that are,
I know, but that's new. This has been going on since the thing opened.
They need to do a couple of updates. Is what we're saying.
Just a couple updates.
Just a couple updates. One other thing that caught me, and this is, I don't know why this bothers me so much, but we went for dinner. We were going to have dinner at Epcot. And I'm like, oh, geez, we don't have reservations. Well, we didn't have reservations because the park opened till 11. All the restaurants closed at 7. You couldn't sit down and have a meal.
Not at any of the sit-down restaurants.
Not at any of the countries.
Right. But overall, again, like an amazing day. A lot of good stuff.
Well, that's just an FYI. If you're going and they extend the hours, eat early or plan to eat outside of Epcot.
Right.
Because you're not going to, I guess American Adventure was open.
Yes.
But the barbecue.
The San
But
Diego
we had already had that earlier in the day. So, and that was just mediocre this time, I thought.
I had never had it before, so it was, it was what it was. It was quick service, and it was fine. But I had a great time. And again, we're not being negative toward Disney. We're just informing you because that's what, this channel is meant to do. We're supposed to inform you and tell you all the stuff. So
still loved it.
Yeah.
We'll go back again tomorrow.
I didn't want to leave. I actually was of the voice. I did not want to leave. So that kind of wrapped our Epcot day. We did the Epcot thing, and that was great. Went back to downtown, kind of just had a night there. And then the next day...
that night we went on the Skyliner.
Oh, that's right. We went on the Skyliner. We wound up eating at Art of Animation.
Yes, which...
Best burger on property. I don't know what it is about it.
And just an FYI about that, too. Most places, quick service places, are mobile order now.
Yes. And I was anti-mobile order. So much more convenient. I'm on it.
You think? I liked when, Art of Animation, when you went into the food court and you could go station to station and decide what you want. Everything's closed.
Yes.
You mobile order now. Everything's closed.
Yeah, comparatively, it's not as good.
Go to station 4 and pick up.
But compared to what, it's either you stand in line for the cashier or you mobile order.
Yeah.
I like mobile ordering right now in terms of the two because, we'll get to it in the Magic Kingdom day. But anyway, we did eat at our Art of Animation. We went on the Skyliner. What just an amazing time. Best sights.
Yes, best sights.
So
love the Skyliner.
Yeah, I love the Skyliner. What a great addition that
Yeah.
was. Art of Animation. I love their burgers. I don't know what it is about it.
It's a great hotel. It's nice.
It is. It's nice. And I was
Canyon's beautiful. Riviera, beautiful.
Yeah, a couple episodes ago, we were talking about our favorite hotels, and Art of Animation was the one that I said was my favorite value resort, and it followed through, and I felt like I got that one right.
Yeah.
So we're really happy about that. So now the next morning, we go to the Magic Kingdom, and the Magic Kingdom was packed.
Packed.
Yeah, crazy packed.
Yeah. We were in line for the Haunted Mansion down past the riverboat.
Yeah, on that wooden bridge that they can get to Splash Mountain from. We were on that bridge.
Now we went there. We got there again. Park. We took the ferry over. They let us in early, and so we were there early. We got in line for Pirates outside of the Jungle Cruise, and snaked our way through in up in one side of the thing, out in little hallways I had never been in. It was packed.
It was really packed. But overall, again, because of the lack of Fast Pass, the lines weren't bad.
Yeah.
It really moved quick.
I think we waited 45 minutes, but again, we were in line in front of
But I think
the
that
Jungle
was,
Cruise.
I think that was start to stop though, from getting through, getting on the ride, getting off. Now the Haunted Mansion moved a little quicker than normal because they don't do the pre-show.
Right.
There is no pre-show. You walk right through.
Yeah.
So we can definitively say
we were in line past the riverboat, down the ramp of the riverboat and everything, but
it wasn't bad.
I think it was 12 minutes.
Yeah, and it was really, honestly, it was really nice out too. It was nice. There was a breeze. Yeah. Then we standing next to the water and got a breeze off the water.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was a really great time. We went on Splash Mountain. From the time we got in line to the time we got off the ride, it was an hour. Boom. That's not bad for Splash Mountain in the middle of the day in 90-degree weather. There's some live video on our Facebook page of the zippity doo dah room and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So I love Splash Mountain, even though terrified of heights. I still think it's a great ride.
I love it too. I couldn't go on because my feet hurt.
Yeah. But for lunch that day, I don't know what you guys did for lunch, but I know I ate at my favorite restaurant on property, Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe, and I don't care what anybody says, that has the coolest theme in the world because of Sunny Eclipse. I love the songs.
So much fun. So much fun.
So
I don't know. I don't think I had lunch that day because we had breakfast. Now, FYI, when you go to the Magic Kingdom right now, the only place you can get breakfast is Sleepy Hollow. There's no other place. I mean, Starbucks, but that's it.
Starbucks, though, that line can be
that line was one of the longest lines in the place.
Yeah, and unlike the rides, it does not move. It does not move.
But Sleepy Hollow, solid breakfast. We'll put that picture in.
Yeah, that picture, like we're showing it right now,
with the
made
waffles.
I was so jealous that you got to eat that.
I had the Mickey waffle, and I had the fruit waffle with the Nutella.
Oh my god, it was so good looking.
It was delicious.
So jealous.
Thank you, Jim, for that recommendation.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah.
In a way.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was delicious. But yeah, you can't. So, eat before you get there.
Yeah, if you want breakfast,
Yeah.
unless you want to go to Sleepy Hollow, which you can because the breakfast looks delicious.
Delicious. Yep.
That's really your options.
Yeah.
And then lunch and everything kind of opens back up, and
Yeah.
that was kind of cool. I do want to make an announcement that I did score the max points on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin this time, and I'm about to drop this photo right now. Boink. That proves it. That's my score, 999,999. I'm throwing that brag right on in there, because I'm awesome at that game. That's right.
I've already done it.
I know, but now I'm part of the club. So,
Welcome.
yeah.
So,
I wanted to work that in there. People need to know my accomplishment.
I know. But for the most part, social distancing absolutely going on.
Absolutely.
I think Disney Springs was probably the only place that social distancing wasn't.
Disney Springs was borderline free for all at that point. Like
I think it has to do with the alcohol.
Probably.
Yeah.
The mask thing, though, in Disney, they are dead serious about it.
Except for Disney Springs, when you're walking around. We did see someone freaking out
over their mask.
Over their mask. Like,
because
screaming at people,
you
screaming
cannot
at
wear,
the police.
You cannot wear, like, the gator masks, like the ones that pull up over your face. You cannot wear, like, bandanas over your face.
You need a mask.
It is a mask that loops over your ears.
Closed.
And it cannot have the vents. It is a surgical mask or a mask that is solid all the way across your face.
And like it or not, I mean, that's Disney's.
And they tell you that. Go on their website. They tell you exactly what you need to do.
Why these people are freaking out is...
It's follow the rules and you'll have a good time. Don't follow the rules and they're going to kick you out. I mean, although I got to give credit to them, like those temperature checks and everything like that. I mean, that thing's moving right along. They're moving everyone right in. It's almost like you're not breaking stride. I was really overall impressed and pleased, and I had a great time, and I loved this trip. I cannot wait to go back.
53 days.
Not bad. Not bad.
I mean, it's Disney. I love Disney. We love Disney.
Yep.
I'm a little, I mean, I have an annual pass. I'm a little disappointed at some of the things that still aren't back, like the tram. If they can put us in a boat on Pirates, if they can put us in a boat on Splash, if they can have us all jammed in at Disney Springs, they can put you in a tram from the parking lot.
Sure. And there's things that,
I mean, it's an open air tram.
Right. There's going to be some things that, they kind of miss on or they didn't quite get,
And I also think they can open more restaurants.
Yeah, they could. But you know what? Honestly, I thought they did a great job with everything. I thought the cast members were top notch this time. They're really nailing it. I had such a fun time. I was really, really, really pleased with the trip. I mean, it was
beautiful. We forgot to say at the Magic Kingdom how they started doing the castle decorations for the 50th.
Yes.
So nice.
The castle looks so nice. If you haven't been since they repainted it and redid it, it's so nice. And from a distance, you can see like the gold shining brighter on the top, and then the blues pop more. It's really cool. It was a really nice time.
Yeah. Cavalcades, love the cavalcades in the parks, and Epcot is doing more, I think, of the interaction. Like, I had Alice at the United Kingdom having a conversation about her garden and
and it's very cool. It feels more natural. Like I said, it just kind of feels cool to see them.
I like that. I hope they keep that. I hope they keep no fast passes. I like that. It's just, I mean, I've heard people say it's not magical anymore. It's still magical.
Yeah, again, we've said this on this channel. You kind of have to bring your own magic a little bit too. If you show up miserable, if you're expecting Disney to totally change your mood, you're going for the wrong reasons.
Absolutely.
Go and have fun and make it your own vacation. You know what I mean? Don't expect them to do it for you. Go there and really experience Disney in the way that you want to experience Disney. So this was a bit of a longer episode than we normally do. So let's kind of get some final thoughts going here. Let's see.
Can't wait to go back is really what it comes down to.
Yeah. So for anything that, could be better, could do blah, 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 right? It doesn't matter because it's still Disney.
It's still Disney,
regardless, at Disney at 75% of optimal, it's still better than most places. So it's magical. We love it. Guys, please like, subscribe, share, leave comments down below. Go follow us on Instagram and Facebook. This channel, we need your support. We're here to bring you as much Disney content as you can handle and as much as you want. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what you want to know about. And we'll try to get to it on any episode that we're going on. Go back and watch Making Your Magic from this past Saturday with our friend Joey.
Yeah.
Go back and watch. We here at Disney came up with the 20 best songs from Disney movies that posted on Monday. I apologize. Posted on Monday. It should be a great time. Guys, please like, subscribe, comment. We will see you guys real soon. Have a great day.
Stay safe.